of them, yeah? Because there's 3 venues running. Sometimes you get 2 double picks at the same venue, one at another, and then everything's opposite. But they're alright, man. Their hit ratio is 50-50, sometimes just over 50-50. Which means if you don't go too much on their singles, but more on their double bets, they tend to get the double bets like 3 out of 3, 2 out of 3. Normally on the minimum 2 out of 3, which I think is fucking a good strike rate if you put in something on there that's going to return reasonable. If you went all 3, 20, 20, 20, went 60 quid, your returns would be between 2 and 300. So you could only lose a little bit as opposed to a lot. You couldn't actually lose. You would always be up because 20, 40, 60, your minimum payout. If it's a 7 to 2, 9 to 4, you're talking 70, between 70 and 90 quid. Which means you can't lose, because you have to get, the only way you could lose is if all 3 favourites lost, which is just not going to fucking happen. One has to hit. Their strike rate is 2 out of 3. I've clocked it. I've been comparing their thingies and marking their results up every day for the last week and a half, yeah? I take yesterday's paper, compare it to the days afterwards, and I mark off out of their fucking thingies what they got right. And at the moment, for the last week and a half, they've always been 50-50. But I spoke to my horse racer mate at the end, and he says it's because this time of the season, it's more it's the end of the season, so all the horses are either in full stride or the jockeys are at their peak. So it's pretty obvious to a certain degree. To the untrained eye, it's not obvious. But because of the type of season and the run up to Cheltenham, fucking interesting though, dude. There was £100,000 fucking.
Sounds interesting.
What are you about, man? I told you about the jackpot today. £100,000
very interesting.
For tonight.
Did you win it?
No, I didn't do it. But I'm going to check
You
tomorrow.
put £20 on them races, and then you didn't even do that.
You get 24 selections for £12, which gives you 24 marks on the card for £12 at 50p a mark. Gives you a decent fucking chance of hitting that jackpot. It is honestly a really good chance of hitting the jackpot. But I didn't do it today, no. But I'm going to have a look tomorrow. That's only 2 weeks worth of build up. I'm going to have a look tomorrow and see if it was there. Because I think Kempton was there tonight. It was there for the taking. It would have cost you 48 quid to have a fucking good shot at nailing it tonight. It would have cost you 50 quid, but it would have been 50 quid well worth spent with the opportunity of winning £100,000, or a share off £100,000. But I think 48 would have given you, 48 quid would have given you, fucking hell. It would have given you 96. I would have given you a 96 combination, which should have been more than enough to have won it tonight.
Yes.
Do you reckon about the England then? Got any tips?
I said the Dutch are going to come out and win it, but I thought they would have been winning by now. England, I know England is basing theirs on a much younger youth, but I don't necessarily go against them. I would have favoured the Dutch, because I figured they would go with their more standard starting team. But England have been very new, and have gone at least 70% of England players have been replaced by players that don't normally play for England, or have played but don't get regular places. You've got a lot of good players out there, though.
Well, a lot of people don't know is sure they're very well played young men.
What do you think about Nibiru?
I tell you what though, fresh captain.
That is the one, isn't it? Nibiru, man.
When you left the other day and you was like,
Cancer Research UK, Help for Heroes.
it's in the sky.
We went outside because when
We only went outside.
I saw the little dot up there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who did he say that to? Jim.
Bono come up and said, "Oh, Bono's on this tower. You can see Nibiru from the sky."
Do you know about that one, Mark? Nibiru.
Very positive, as Paul had said in the studio at half time.
Do you?
10-15
The planning.
he was actually playing. So we'll see how the left.
What's the old school name?
You know what play school name is for that planet. If you don't, then you should go back to play school.
Two players.
But you keep using Latin names to describe places where
Richards looks like he gets
there's a good
something on
chance
the
to
ball.
know where it is. Or what you're on
Again,
about.
studs are going to be up when you're
Latin names? What the
What? What's the name then?
What's the name of what?
It's Nibiru, that's what it's called. So what's the proper name then? The school, play school name? Button moon. Button moon. Come on, man. What's the place called, eh, man?
Button moon, like you said.
You don't know about Nibiru?
Yeah, I do.
So what name is it then?
What do you mean what name is it? You just told me it hasn't got another name. I just told you the place school name, and it's got a place school name.
So what's the play school name then?
No, I know.
What's the play school name?
You know what it is, I don't need to tell you.
Snyder.
If I knew, I wouldn't have to ask. Obviously, I didn't go to school, did I? What's Button Moon all about?
Right ballers.
That was like
Attempted pass from
you never seen Button Moon?
Just not
YouTube it, man.
ever going to quite get it.
YouTube Nibiru.
Johnson just giving Guru the yard. It was a better delivery, he would have been on it.